I don't know what's going to happen next, but yeah. So what now?
You haven't brought us in a while. You can bring us in.
Hi, guys. Welcome
And are
back.
you allowed to have the candy in your mouth while we record, young
I was
lady?
just thinking about it. But my mouth is so dry. Terrible strain I smoked on the way here. My cotton mouth, like, what? May I have some water? Because High Hello Lab's going to make sure they're going to hydrate us, okay? But this mouth is cottony. Jesus. Okay, well, welcome back to another episode. Thank you for coming back this week. This is now episode 35.
35. Same
We're
age
getting
as
grown.
you.
Yes, almost. Kind of. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
I think if you were to ask me, 35 would be a good year to go back to with what I know now.
Yeah.
Just 3 years, 3 years literally made a huge difference for me.
Mhm.
But no, I'll stay right here. How are you, friend?
I'm good. I'm hot as fuck.
Are you?
Yes.
Is that like premenopause?
No, it's Florida. It's like 100 degrees.
Oh, I thought you were hot right now. I'm like, it's not hot in here.
I'm still cooling down from coming outside. It
I
felt
can
like
see that.
the heat was literally on my forehead. It was.
It's
terrible.
very hot. It burns. This is the time when people are from other, not countries, well, countries too, or states, and they're like, oh, it's summertime. We want to go down to Florida, and
No,
they
you
don't
don't.
realize what they're coming for. This is not a time to come out here to the parks.
Mm-mm.
This is not a time to do anything outside.
No.
Water parks, which fill up quickly.
Yeah.
And the beach.
I
Airbnb.
avoid going outside between noon and 6.
Yeah, I avoid going outside unless I'm in the water. Like, there's no reason to go outside.
Yeah. It's too much.
There's no groceries, none of that. Actually, now that I said water parks, did you see what's going on TikTok?
No.
This is not part of my catch-up at all. But I was scrolling for research purposes.
Yes. Oh.
And it opens up Aquatica Takeover 2024, and
What is
everybody
that?
pissed off.
What
So
is that?
apparently at some point, do you remember Dell Coates? Wendell from here, promoter?
Mm-mm.
Anywho, they did a thing with a bunch of kids where they would get with Aquatica and bring a bunch of like Black kids from the community to do the park. Well, now apparently all these like, I would say teenagers from like early to maybe 19, 20 also, they were going to do an Aquatica takeover from all kinds of states and hours away, not arranged with Aquatica.
Mm-hmm.
They're all doing an Aquatica takeover. So they had their moms buy them tickets, and they buy tickets and drive hours and get plane tickets. They get here. Aquatica shuts down in 30 minutes.
Why?
Capacity.
Oh.
They don't realize how small these parks are.
Yeah, but if they were able to buy the ticket.
You don't buy the ticket for the day.
Oh.
You buy and you go whenever. And whenever you
Got
go
it.
to the park, remember, like, you
Oh, that's
have to
terrible.
continue circling around. If you're from here, you know that.
Mm-hmm.
That you'll continue circling around until some people come out, and then they start letting people
That's
in.
terrible.
So TikTok took it as, oh, they didn't want Black people there, and da-da-da-da-da. And it was a whole thing, and it was like, no, baby.
Yeah.
You guys didn't do this with Aquatica, and they can only let a certain amount of people inside of the place. If not, y'all all going to drown in there.
That's terrible.
So that was the thing that just happened. But that's it.
Did you used to go to Wet n Wild back in the day?
Yes, a
Okay.
lot.
No, like for Memorial Day weekend?
No, I
with
did
the-
not.
Oh. You
They-
haven't lived, darling.
I don't think I was allowed.
Oh,
It was late at night.
well. If you get around that, you just don't ask for permission.
Ah, did you have fun in them nights?
I did. I did have fun. It was during the day, but it would go until night.
I remember the night parts. I don't
Mhm.
think I ever went. Well, you know why I didn't go, girl?
Why?
Well,
You probably were too young because I was too young.
too young, and there's summertime. We're playing sports or whatever, or
Yeah.
like traveling.
Oh, yeah, because you was on the basketball team.
I was,
I
and I was
forgot.
probably in the Bahamas
Oh.
playing because
Yeah.
that's where I used to be in the summertime. But anywho, I had Ayana by the time I was 18.
Oh, yeah.
And she was born on Memorial Day weekend. Memorial
yeah.
Day, actually. So
Mhm.
I didn't get to do nothing
Yeah, you
fun.
missed out on that.
Mm-mm.
But
Then
you've been doing other fun stuff recently. Last time we were here, you were headed out for a date.
Girl, I tried. So
Well, I did my part.
you did your part. You stayed with Psalm. I came home. Psalm was still up. She said he got a bedtime. I said,
I didn't realize he had a bedtime. Seems like he runs the house to me. I thought he went to bed when the fuck he gets ready.
no.
I did not know he had a bedtime.
I run the house.
And he
I
didn't
just let
seem
him
sleepy?
think it. He's never sleepy. So that's one thing about Psalm. He is never sleepy. Everything has to be turned off. Everything's off. You go to bed.
Well, he was watching me.
No, but you did great. He loves staying with you.
I
He's
just
like-
kept my leg on him so I would know if he got up.
and he's going to keep his arm or something on you too because he loves to rub his feet on you.
Exactly.
But no, I went to this date. So I went to 2 dates in a row.
Okay.
One date when you watched it, and this was a guy that he let me pick the restaurant. So we went to the H in Orlando. It was really nice, actually. The bill was like $300.
That is wild.
I know. I didn't know it was that expensive. I said,
$300 for dinner?
Yeah, and I only had one drink.
Wow.
I had one drink, one entree, no dessert.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was insane. But he did drink. He had like a couple of drinks. But anywho, I walked in, he was fine. He was very, very handsome. He was like 6'1", way better than his pictures.
Okay.
He looked good. Then he proceeds to let me know how back in the day he had been arrested for domestic violence.
What?
But it was only,
He volunteered that information?
Well, he said, while we were talking, he joked about something, jail. I said, well, have you ever been to jail?
Uh-huh.
And he was like, what? I said, have you ever been to jail? And he was like, what? And I'm like, oh, no, you playing. What'd you go to jail for?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, nah, it wasn't nothing like that. What'd you go to jail for? It was just like 2 days. For what? Well, see, like my first baby mama said that I did something, that I put my hands on her, but I didn't. And everything was dropped 2 days later.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I said, all right, I'm just continuing to talk here. Then he proceeded to tell me how he doesn't have any friends.
Mm.
So I said, no friends at all. He's like, nah, I don't really fuck with people like that. And I'm like, okay, no friends at all. Like, who do you confide in? Who do you talk to? Nothing like that. He had no one. He said, my brother. And so that has to be a lot heavy on your brother to always, be the person for you. He was like, he'll be all right. Okay. And then I said, well, who do you look to for relationships? Because clearly the past two haven't worked. He was married to the first one, engaged to the second one. He says that he likes things to move fast because he knows when he wants to be with you or whatever. Okay, cool. And then he tells me that he looks up to his dad. He's like, his dad is the closest thing to Jesus. Preceded by the fact that he was extremely emotional, unavailable, terrible husband, doesn't know why his mom is still with him. And I'm like, but he was the closest, Jesus or Jesus? Which Jesus you talking about? I said the Christ. That's who I was thinking, but I think you meant Jesus across the border criminally, for real. You know what I mean? Like, what? Who is your daddy? Wow. The closest thing to Jesus? That it was just like so many little things here and there. And I was like, this is just going from bad to worse. Yeah. Then come to find out, he's like, you look familiar. And I said a couple of things while we were talking that gave him enough clues to put together that he knows my ex of like 6 years. And they hung out together. And he's like, that's where I knew I seen you before. And I'm like, where? And he's like, his page. I'm like, you knew who I was from the get-go. Yeah. So as soon as I got in the car, ring, ring. Hey, this might be a little uncomfortable, but do you know this man? And he was like, oh, yeah.
You called your ex when you got in the car.
I called my ex, yeah. And I got the load on him. He was like, yeah, he's, he don't really be outside like that. His ex-fiance cheated on him with another man that she now lives with. But yeah, he don't really got friends like that. And I said, well, I think that's weird. Yeah. And we left it at that.
So did he call you after the date? Did he contact you at all?
By that point, I was saying shit like, really? Break that down for me. Now, so you saying your dad was the closest thing to Jesus, but he did what? So I just started being condescending.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he wasn't going to call me back.
Was the food good?
Amazing. Oh, the food was so good. The food was so good. Oh, chef's kiss. I even got the pasta they make in the cheese right in front of you and the cheese barrel
the
thing.
Alfredo, yeah.
It was great. Loved the food.
$300 is wild to never see someone ever again.
He didn't even say good morning.
Did you give him a kiss?
No.
Did you let him rub your booty?
No. He didn't even hold my hand.
$300 is wild. How did he respond to the build? Like, was there any response?
No, he's a firefighter.
They make a lot of money?
I don't know. I think so. He's been a firefighter for 20 years. Oh, that's another thing. I said, okay, so you were off like 2 or 3 days out the week, blah, blah. What do you do? He's like, oh, thankfully, because of this job, I don't have to get a second job or do anything else. I said, ugh. So
you should talk to your therapist about that. You don't like a man to rest. Even Jesus rested.
On Sunday. You get 3 days off a week and you doing what now, sitting on that little check that you got from the government? That what? No, absolutely not.
Okay, so how was the other date, the next day?
The next date was cool. He was a truck driver. He's 49, 50. I did enjoy his we had a lot of fun. We went to arcade and we went to go eat. He did kiss me. And I was like, oh my Jesus. Like, who told you to do that? He was like, I just want to let you know I don't want to see you platonically, but romantically. I said, oh, okay, Zaddy.
Was it a good kiss?
It was cool. Okay. He was nice. He was handsome. I just don't feel like talking about him.
So he's been contacting you? And
yes, girl.
Oh, Carla.
Sending me prayers. You a prayer. Do you want to hear this prayer?
Yes.
Oh my God. Let me play you this prayer from this man. If I can find his phone number because I never saved it.
He called you and said it?
No, he leaves voice notes.
Oh, wow.
Yes, girl. Like, what are we? He be sending pictures of himself.
He looks like your type.
He was cool. He's like 6'2". He was cool. He was cute. He's very thoughtful.
You are wild.
Oh, I don't know. He all his kids are grown. He seemed pretty good about like parenting. I really enjoyed our conversation. He just be, I can't stand a giggly ass nigga. Why are you giggling so much the whole time talking to me? Why are you always laughing? I don't know.
But you're probably being funny. And he's laughing.
I'm just
at
being
you.
myself.
Okay, so you don't like this one because he
think I'm too funny. He think I'm too funny.
Okay. I want to hear the prayer. I am dying.
Okay, let's go. It's a voice note on here. Let me see if I can find it.
Heavenly Father, we come to you today asking that you clear our hearts, clear our minds, so that the space can be filled with your blessings and your will. We ask that you protect Carla and her friends, as well as those involved in her video shoot, whether she's producing or the talent. We ask that the wisdom you provide her gives her everything needed to be successful in this endeavor. We ask all these things in your precious Son, Jesus Christ's name. Amen.
Okay, so he's praying for me too. Why don't we like him? I need somebody praying for me. What time did he send that?
6:10 in the morning.
Carla! Okay, sorry, this is hilarious. But I feel like these are the things that you... I'll
get you to not like him right now.
No,
you ready?
So he praying for you first thing
Let me
in the
show you
morning,
what before the prayer. Let me tell you. Let me tell you something I sent him. I got you. I tried to okay. Where is it? Was I still in Tampa? Okay, I think I was still in Tampa. Okay, go on. Because he ain't got no money.
That's okay. Now we get to the truth of it.
Fuck. Basically, I was at the bar. He was messaging me. I don't want to talk to you. You know I'm out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Oh, here we go. He texted me on Sunday. Come on, make my day by sending me a picture of you and that pretty ass face in the moment. No prepping. Okay. I said, you must have encountered a lot of catfish filter queens in your past. Because why are you telling me to not prep? Whatever. Then he goes, I said, but if you want to see a genuine happiness, I'm by the bar at the pool and I could use a refill on my Paloma. Because you want to see me smiling, then make me smile. Very Dex coded, okay? See, I'm learning. This man said, did you make your Paloma with vodka? And that was supposed to be a joke of something that I had said about Sex on the Beach when we were together. And then I waited. Still no cash app. Then he sent a picture. He said, look how gloomy it is out here in North Dakota. You don't want to be my sunshine? Still no cash app. And then the next day, the prayer. Boy, go pray on how to use cash app and how to refill my cup. Don't talk to me no more. And then I messaged him about how you just I don't want a pen pal. Let me know when you're in Florida.
That is hilarious. Okay. All right.
You don't like him.
All right.
He didn't buy my drink. I don't know. And it's like, when I matched with him, he was here in Florida. And now, he doesn't live here. When we meet, he's like, oh, I don't live there, but I'm constantly traveling, so I can come whenever. And it just reminded me of the other one. Who talking about, I'm going to come right back, and you're really not going to come right back.
Right.
So, I don't want nobody out from out of town like that.
Oh, that's hilarious. He's prayed for you.
Yeah, it's okay.
You should have sent him a prayer back.
Like what?
Like, Lord, I hope when I get by this bar and this pool, I'm overflowing with abundance of drinks. Lord, send me all the appetizers.
And I kept looking at my phone. He still had not sent the catch up. Can I tell you something else about these brokies out here?
Tell me.
My friend, I'm not going to say which friend. I have a friend who sends me a screenshot in the middle of the night. I won't say who she is, but she's on the West Coast. So she's not even somebody that I see all the time. But, when I was talking to a certain somebody back then, I kind of liked him a little bit. He was around. Mm-hmm. So she sends me a screenshot about how mad these men are. So I don't know if you saw that The Game posted something like, fellas don't go dating if you're not ready for it. And he lists like hair, makeup, nails. And it was like somewhere along the lines like $6,000 a month.
Yeah.
That he needs to do for us, right? This man that I let in my house, in my bed, in my I am embarrassed.
Oh,
you're not embarrassed? I am. He commented publicly
on the post.
On the post of The Game saying this, talking about this why they feel entitled. Niggas like you, simp daddies.
Somebody you had sex with commented that?
Commented that publicly.
I'm sorry.
I should cry.
I
If
know
I
your
didn't smoke,
skin.
I would have been
I
crying.
know your skin crawled.
I couldn't believe it. She said,
Oh, and then
His name.
somebody else saw it. It's even more
screenshot
embarrassing.
it and sent it to me. I don't follow him, so I would not see this. She sent it and she said, blank is going out. Sad, and a bunch of laughing faces. I said, oh my God. And then he had the nerve to message me yesterday on Father's Day. And I wanted to tell him, my daddy would have called you a bitch ass nigga. Don't text me. How dare you? I told you do not be in my phone unless you're ready to pay for Europe.
Oh my gosh.
You calling him a simp daddy living in your mama house. Just say you ain't got it. Made me mad. It's just embarrassing. You in your 40s commenting on the Hollywood Unlocked in the shade room about a man's money he got that you don't.
I'm sorry, Carla.
This why I'm staying single.
I'm sorry. That is embarrassing.
This why I went on that
That's
fast.
fucking hilarious.
I'm embarrassed for my vagina. I am embarrassed. Never having sex again. That's what I'm doing. I'm mad. Let's move. Can we talk about something else?
Yes.
Because this is terrible.
Yes.
I just relived it. I didn't realize it bothered me as much as it did. Because he be doing that. He be commenting on the Hollywood Unlocked. You like Jason.
Mm.
I don't know.
You're dealing with a lot, friend. You're dealing with a lot.
Whew, heavy.
Yeah.
This is heavy.
I'm speechless. I don't like guys on the internet.
You don't belong doing that on the internet.
Yeah. So posting on the internet is for girls. Commenting on the internet is for girls. Guys are allowed to send you funny memes privately
Yes.
on the internet. They can do that. They can comment on your
But
pictures.
not too many, because why you still on the internet?
They can comment on your pictures. They can like your pictures. They can... I'm iffy about whether or not they can make posts about you. Like, I don't like that. Don't be trying to use me to get pictures.
Yeah.
Because that's what it is.
You see, you get to post me?
Yeah, no, don't post me.
They in your DMs immediately. What does she do for... He got to do something.
You can have a business page.
Okay.
And that's about it.
Yeah. Because, I mean, it's money.
The internet's for girls, just so you guys just clear that up real
It's
quick.
not to be under the shade room commenting about a man that got it, spending it on his women when you don't got it. Don't do that.
I'm sorry. That is fucking hilarious.
I'm embarrassed.
Woo!
If you've listened to the So What Now podcast for a while, you know how important acceptance is when it comes to personal growth. And you know who else is big on acceptance? Discover. You see, Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. That's a whole lot of places and a whole lot of acceptance, which is great for Discover, but even better for you, based on the February 2024 Nielsen report. So learn more at discover.com/credit card.
Let's talk about Woman of the Week. She not embarrassed. Because she went to
Does she have a man?
No, but she got
She's a smart girl.
She said at one point that the men out here trying to trap her. That's why she don't have one. But it's already been a couple of weeks. The BET Awards for this year, they were actually pretty good.
I didn't even know they were coming on until they were gone. They were off.
Right. I never know either. But I just watched because I have a lot of friends like Drea and Lex were there because they have their show. So I knew B did something with them as well. So I was watching it as it was happening. So it looked really nice. I didn't really watch it, but I watched clips. But for the best gospel inspirational artist this year, they gave it to Glorilla.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, well, the church folk weren't happy. They didn't like that. You know what? We can't please everybody every time. But this specific award recognizes the excellence based on sales and the overall quality of gospel and inspirational music.
Okay.
And for her last album, she did come down with a song, Rain Down on Me, and it's with Kirk Franklin and Maverick City. I love Maverick City. That's why I went to go see in concert with Ayana. So she was being excellent for what she did there with that song, which was huge. And then she also had Glow's Prayer. Remember I told you to listen to that one when it came out? So she had 2 gospel songs on there. And for me, it was like, I get it. There are a lot of really good. This is hilarious. I am cracking up. I love it. Keep going. Keep going.
You see, we got new equipment. To hold the phone to say how much time
so
we
much
have.
going on.
I love it.
While we're recording, I love this because our engineers and like photographers here, they're creating content behind the scenes, which as they should.
Yes.
But it's like, I love seeing it as it's happening because people be thinking like, when do content creators do stuff behind the scenes when they're supposed to? But anywho, Glorilla got this. My take on it was, we know what the BET Awards is,
Mhm.
and sometimes this is the music that brought other people
Yeah.
to listen to maybe find a Maverick City, to maybe find a Tasha Cobbs or
Yeah.
whoever else is out. So she made a bridge to that, and it's just one award. Y'all keep doing your thing. We
I
put
mean-
so much so much heaviness on awards, kind of like Clarissa did when they gave it to Angel Reese for the same thing.
I mean, between the Coochie Cutter shorts and now Glorilla winning Best Gospel Artist, like the church in trouble. I'm just
No, the church is doing amazing things. We are like the
it's
church is
starting
crossing
to look
over.
like the world.
It is. The church is in the world.
Yes, it is.
It's not of the world, but it's in the world.
Okay.
Which means that we're out
I
here
love when
doing
you
our
get to preach
thing.
it.
We
I love when you
cross
get
it
to
over
preach it.
here. Yes. We listen. God is in everything.
Mhm.
Okay?
Yeah.
It's in shorts. It's in Glorilla singing about rain down on me.
Yeah.
Yes. She said, rain down on me. I'm not going to use no umbrella this time.
No.
I'm going to feel it.
Mhm.
So, anywho, I'm glad that she got it. I know it sucks because sometimes we live for those awards,
Yeah.
but it's fine.
Yeah.
It's okay. We have more years to go.
More years to go. It's okay.
But
church
Glorilla's
people.
she's so freaking cute.
I love Glorilla.
I really like her. Her new nose, we're waiting on it to settle,
Okay, why you had to?
but she looks great. It's going to settle.
It's gonna settle.
Yeah, when I have these titties and those
Yeah.
up here, they're going
And
to
if it doesn't, she'll just do it again.
That's it.
That's it.
But just leave your face alone now, baby. Now I'm looking at her like one of our kids. Like, just leave it alone. You are gorgeous.
Okay, leave her alone.
All right, I'll leave her alone. There's no more. She need to leave herself alone too, because she's supernatural. She's so cute. You know how they be overdoing it,
Mm-hmm.
and then they like me.
You do not look overdone.
Good. Does my lip look crazy?
Mm-mm.
Okay, good. It's still swollen.
Yeah, it's a little bruised, but
Yeah.
that's to be expected.
Well, see, the chin is starting to stiffen up.
I do want you to leave your lips alone since
No,
we're
the
telling
lips are
people what
done.
to do with their plastic
No, they're done.
surgery.
They're done.
Okay.
Remember she had to fix the bottom one. I didn't touch the top one.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we added the chin and the.
I still don't know what you did.
It's a Botox, so you're not gonna see the.
But
full
what does
results.
it do to
So
it?
it's gonna stop it from it's wrinkling already less, but it's not gonna wrinkle as much, and it's not gonna feel like so. It's gonna drop the muscle a little bit, and then here it's gonna lift this muscle here.
Okay. I'm hoping to see the
It's
results.
like 14 days. We'll
Yeah.
see.
I want to see.
We'll see.
Okay.
What are we talking about today?
Oh, let's jump to our womanhood segment.
Okay.
So people are spending money on experiences rather than material things,
Yes.
and those people tend to be happier.
Okay.
So that boy who just spent $300 on an experience of dinner with you, do you think he was happier?
Yes. I enlightened him. He had a great time. I know no matter what, he enjoyed himself. He laughed. He had good food. He had a great time. He was across from me. He realized he was almost gonna smash.
He
His
did not.
ex-
I don't
his-
think at any point he thought he was going to smash. Not what you asking about Jesus.
I didn't bring up Jesus.
Oh.
He did. He said his dad was the closest thing to Jesus. Now we're gonna have to talk about Jesus, because what Jesus do you know?
Okay.
You see, he brought it upon himself. He brought up Jesus. No, I don't know what. Listen,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he had a good time.
Yeah.
But I think right now, a lot of us, when you are in a dark space and you're like kind of sad, you
Mhm.
look for happiness in other people or what other people can do for you, or
Things
just
that people have. I'd be happier if I just had this one thing.
yes. And there's not an amount of clothes or a purse or
Mhm.
shoes or food that can give that to you. Talking to myself. um, but experiences is one of the best things to do. So I found that article that says that when you spend more time or more money on experiences, it was from Psychology Today. And they say, traveling, concerts, dining, but a different type of dining. Like when I did with
Not just rolling up at McDonald's drive-thru. I do that to feel better sometimes, though.
that's when we get your crash out calls. And then she calls crashing out from Popeyes.
Because it never turns out to be what I thought it would.
Because it never is.
Yeah, it never is.
When Popeyes and McDonald's taste good to you, it's because
Mhm.
you're already on a trash diet.
Yeah, that's true.
It tastes
But I've
amazing
never
to me.
been a material person thing to be happier. For me, it's always taken an experience to make me I've never
You are pretty good at
I'm
that.
not into designer bags or
Mhm.
certain cars. If I have those things, it's because they were gifted to me.
Mhm.
It's not because oh, I want this certain purse or this certain
Yeah.
car or anything like that.
No, I like it. What are some of your favorite things that you've done experience-wise?
Traveling. Top of the list is traveling.
Where?
So Greece is my top. Right after that is Italy. I like my best traveling experiences are when I go multiple places at once. So those extended trips where I kind of travel.
You would leave for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think it's so cool. It's so fun. You get to experience so much. But Yeah. And then just doing things with my friends, even if it isn't like this big elaborate trip, like going down south with you, or like, going to like, oh, let's take a random day off, and like we went and got foot massages together.
Oh my
like,
gosh,
you know what I mean?
yes. Eliana was telling me, send me a text today. She's like, oh my God, I went to this massage place. You should go sometimes. I said, girl, I know that place. I even gone with Dex. I love that foot massage place. I love those things too. Like, restaurants are usually one of my favorite, but I like it to be something fun. Because if not, I like to cook.
Yeah.
I'm at home. If I'm going to a restaurant, it's because it's a place that I really, really enjoy and it feels like home, or as an experience like those vegetables that I did with Mandy in New York. Like, spend $500 each on literal
I wonder
vegetables.
what it is about like the material thing that people thinks is going to make them
It
happier.
probably comes from childhood, right? Like, you didn't have certain things and you feel like now they're going to make you happy. I think we see that a lot with, I mean, I've always said I don't come from poverty. I do come from like a middle class family, but sometimes if there are things that you couldn't have. Like if you had pass-me-down clothes all the time, you never had to get new clothes. Well, now you want to have a closet full of all new clothes.
Right.
I'm trying to think if there was anything that I cling on to material. Nothing. Material things really do absolutely. But I do like shopping.
I like houses.
Yeah. That's material.
Yeah.
We need
I
more
think
of
if
those.
it was a material thing that I would say, like, I'd be like, oh, and that it actually does make me happier.
And you're working on another one.
It does make me happier owning my home.
It does.
Yeah.
Every time I walk across the street, I get so happy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
The other day I was like, I'm going to put
So
a
that might be
bridge.
the one thing that get me.
Okay.
And plastic surgery. Okay, we supposed to be telling the people to get away from this, but I'm actually putting a list together of material things that make me happy.
No. Really fun.
Plastic surgery changed my life.
Wait, it's an experience.
Yeah.
Getting into these is an experience. You get there at 6 a.m. You got to put a robe on. The doctor draws on you. They send you go on a trip for about an hour. It's an experience.
Yeah.
You come back, you're a new woman.
Yeah.
You know, so, I can say that there's
a short list of material things that make me happy.
Okay. Yes.
Plastic surgery at home.
But yes. Okay.
Sorry, I know we were going somewhere and we're supposed to be helping the people. But I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it real.
A little lip. I've been feeling really good lately with this little swollen lip. Every time I go like this, I feel like I have a banana stuck in there. But I love, little subtle changes. But I think also if we continue to lean on those material things, you'll take it too far.
Right.
Because that's all you're getting more of. And that dopamine, it's just, it goes away and you're trying to get it more and more. It's like a crackhead kind of.
Yeah.
The material thing. But I guess that can happen with travel too. If you're constantly using travel to disassociate, then you never...
Right.
Go to church.
Go to church. Go to therapy.
Therapy, 1,000%. Therapy
Yeah.
will help you. Both of them together, chef's kiss. You'll really enjoy your beach day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Let's go back over here. What else we got? Oh, okay. Speaking of exes, stay in womanhood. Because if you're already in our age range, you've had an ex or two.
Just a couple.
Not many.
Not many. They fall off after 5 years. They don't count anymore.
5?
Mhm.
I thought 3.
Okay, 5 years or 2 people in between.
Wait, how does that work?
So either 5 years or 2 people after them. Then
So
they
you
fall
only
off
go
already.
back
2
2
people.
people. I like that.
Yeah, 5 years or 2 people.
Okay.
Basically a virgin, honestly.
You're right. You're right. Well, with those last 2 exes that you may have had or whatever you had in the past 5 years per the new rule, this girl tweeted a message saying that the craziest thing she's ever done was sleep with her ex's AirPods in her ear so Siri could read the messages in her ear. So have you ever had headphones on and when you get a text, it reads that?
Yeah.
So that's what she was doing.
Oh, wow.
So she can read every time a message came in. And he's sleeping next to her. Now, first of all, I thought that was scary.
I wouldn't be able to just
Spooky.
continue to fake sleep after the first message. Wake up.
I am going to kill you.
Also, because why keep listening? I've heard all I need to hear.
I just went on a 3-day fast. Not necessarily for weight loss. But if I wanted to lose some weight, that's what I would do.
Oh, yeah.
Put that Siri on for the next 30 minutes with your boyfriend next to you. You will lose 30 pounds immediately. Heartbroken.
Yeah.
Your cousin done texted him about how he loved going down on him. And your cousin's name is Tyrone. You don't find out your man's gay over keeping Siri in your ear.
Oh, that's wild.
See, you don't want to know things like that. You really don't want to know. But I wanted to take that back to what's some of the crazy or something crazy that you can think of that you've done with an ex.
I'm trying to think. Let me think.
I
'Cause
shot a tire.
You did what?
I shot a tire.
Like pew pew shot?
Pew pew in the parking garage here downtown. 2 parking garages down.
What?
At 3 a.m. He went there. But I shot the tire.
Okay, tell me the reason why. Tell me what
He was funny when we were in the club.
flirting. That's it. Just flirting.
At my club where I was working.
Oh, the disrespect was high.
Disrespectful. Figure out now, 4 o'clock in the morning, how to fix that tire. I'm going home in my car that has.
And you shot it.
Shot it. It was loud. I didn't realize it would be so loud inside of the garage. You know, you close the door in there and it's loud. Pow! And I had a revolver at the time. It's a pink revolver.
That is crazy.
Then I was scared that there were cameras, and I'm calling everybody around. Are there cameras? So you didn't think about this first? Yeah, I was like 25, 26. I was young.
Yeah, no. I never do like a lot of crazy stuff because one, I can't fight. Right? Got to keep it safe.
Well, anything sneaky like putting an egg somewhere where it go
I jumped
rotten?
a fence one time to like get to his house. He still didn't open the fucking door, so like that was a waste.
Oh, that's like
I'm
Erica
trying to think, have I ever done anything crazy? I usually just like quit cold turkey and like block people.
How do you find out they're cheating on you?
Usually like through going through a phone.
Oh, so probably that's
or like actually girls like will contact me and tell me.
What?
Yeah.
And tell you what?
Like, oh, who are you? I'm this person. I think so I did have one relationship that I would call crazy because like I let him cheat on me several times without breaking up with him. He had a couple babies on me.
Jesus.
I know. I was in love.
That was the Lord saving you because that sperm could have hit you.
Mm-hmm. I know.
So
so I think like the craziest thing I did. Oh, I don't know if I ever told this story out loud. I'm so embarrassed.
Okay, I'm ready.
Because this how you know I was in love with him. I wasn't scared to get beat up. Yes.
Okay.
So his baby mama was like crazy and she like fucking hated me, which now looking back, she had valid reason to if he was going back and forth between both of us. But she was the singer. Like she used to do live singing.
Okay.
And so like one day Addie sent me. She's like, oh, she's going to be here singing. And I was like, I'm tired of like hearing how like she don't like me. She want to fight me. Like, oh, you can't be here and there because she's going to be here and there. I'm going to go where she going to be at.
Oh,
so
you were crazy.
But I didn't go to fight her. I went to allow, like, to either let her, like, okay, let's go ahead and get it over with, or to prove that, like she's just talking. I mean, I was going to fight.
Okay.
But so I was like, I'm going to just go, and she's going to see me. And so, like, I sat there, you know, and then he starts calling me, like, blowing up my phone. Hey, so-and-so is where you are. Like, I think you should leave. I said, I'm not fucking leaving. And if you want to be with me, you better get up here, too. So he came up there.
Okay.
And my sister came up there too.
No, that's
but she went to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom. I was like, she didn't say not one thing to me. Not one thing. She never said anything to me. She never confronted me.
Because she knew what them arms could do?
No, she would have beat my ass. But she would have beat my ass.
You know what
because the way she used to beat his ass. Yeah, she used to beat his ass, bitch.
Oh my God.
At her like, damn, yeah, she whooped your ass.
And you would take him back.
Yay.
Embarrassing. You think back to it now, like, what was I
know,
thinking?
The penis was good.
It was?
Yeah, that's what it was.
I don't think I don't like sex that much.
And I was just like in love with him. There was this church aspect to it. He was like a preacher. And I always like would
He was a preacher.
A preacher's son. And I would like fall in love with people's families, you know what I mean? And his family, like, but when I finally did break up with him, his mom called me and was like, girl, just my son ain't the one for you. As much as you know what I mean?
I like
it. Was like, yeah.
Okay.
I was like, okay, mama.
And how old were you?
Dang, how old was I? I was not 30 because I remember when I finally broke up with him, I was turning 30 and that's how I got in the gym.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like 29?
28. I probably was talking to him from like 27-ish to like 29-ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
A little later in the game.
2 babies in that time frame.
Wow. That is insane. I'm just glad.
It's like, bro, you ain't never wearing condoms. And then looking back at it, oh my God, I would be so poor if I stayed with him. Like, can you imagine having all those kids? There's only so much money.
No.
That many kids in that many homes.
But what if you would have gotten pregnant? Were you trying to?
No.
You never tried to be like, you weren't stopping it either.
I was on birth control.
Okay.
Yeah, I was on birth control since I wasn't stupid now.
Okay.
But I wanted to have babies with him. Like I wanted to marry him.
He kept showing
and
you
we
like
had
he
babies, but I wasn't stupid enough to like, okay, let me not take my birth control. I wanted to have I didn't want to be a baby mama
wanted to
again.
be a wife.
Yeah, exactly.
You did want to be a wife, real bad.
I did, like, but I ain't go to the next level of stupid. I'm like, oh, let's have your baby,
Yes.
and then no.
Yeah. That's what I did.
Yeah.
Next level, 2 levels up from that
Yeah.
I went of stupid. I said, put baby in there, it's
Yeah.
okay.
So I guess the craziest thing I've ever done is not leave when I should have left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not too crazy. I think that's what we do every day as women.
But
sometimes.
like, yeah, I was like, I'm sick of this shit. He would be like, oh, I have to take the baby and you can't come. Like, okay, I was like, so something in me was like, this needs to be done with.
Do you remember
know
when
what
Jay
I mean?
used to do that? We would
Mhm.
take vacations and go to 2
Yeah.
separate hotels. We'd be like, let's take the kids to the
Yeah.
movies and go to 2 separate movie theaters, but watch the same movie.
Yeah, so since he wasn't allowing it to happen, I said, let me sit right here in the front so she can see me when she come perform.
Okay, bro.
Yeah, and it never happened.
They usually don't when they that loud.
No.
Because it's like, you're going to look silly.
Yeah.
You're going to look real silly. Okay. Well,
I was really going to put her in fucking jail. Honestly, if she would have tried to hit me,
you would have went straight Tina. Straight
She
Tina.
would have beat my ass the way she beat his ass. Black eyes and everything.
Oh my
Like, she
God.
would beat his
You've never
ass.
gotten into a fight?
Have I ever been fight? No, me and my little sister used to fight. She used to beat me up. But like, even then, I'm sure she wasn't going full force on me.
Right,
you know what I
right.
mean? But I would like throw skates and shit at her ass like, yeah. But no, I've never been in a fight.
Dang. Okay.
And why? Like, why would you hit me?
I don't know, because you took their man?
I wouldn't take someone's man.
Took their money.
Not on purpose.
No, yeah.
No, not on purpose. Have I tried to fight a boy? Like, I gave a little 1-2 once or twice. Like a little smack in the back of the head.
You done it when you were happy and when you were mad.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's okay. They can deserve that.
That's the craziest thing I've ever done.
That's not too crazy for him.
No.
You know.
I don't
I think you hurt men more by ignoring
leave
them.
it. Yeah, exactly. I learned that very early on.
And then,
Because
I took a video when you were walking to pay the parking. I said, look at her sashaying through here. And that's why that's why she don't eat and why she go to the gym, to look like that. And then I was like, at 45, and then I was like, just kidding. I can only make fun of you about your age. I'm like, there's nothing I can crack on her physically.
yeah.
I must only make fun of her age.
So, girl, instead of like crashing out and stuff, leave them motherfuckers.
Yes, please.
Leave them.
Because we be crashing out sometimes.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, all that, like, they still win. Like, when you shot his tire up, y'all was probably fucking within less than 24 hours.
That night.
Yeah.
That's quick.
Girl.
Actually, it was...
And she still came to his house afterwards and fucked his shit up.
Oh.
Yeah, he left with me, and then I went home, and then she came over, because that's how he was. And she fucked his shit up. I went over there like a day or two later. I'm like, why is the TV broke? Why is there a hole in the wall? His brother was like, well, because me and his brother was cool. And yeah.
She came in here and did this. Wow.
His brother was like besties with Rib Shack.
Oh.
That's how I met Rib Shack and them. Yeah.
I always wondered, because you fell in the group like so easily sometimes. And I'm like, but she didn't know these people.
I did not know them. I started working out with Bert. And then when I worked out with Bert, it just so happened like, oh, you know this guy? He's best friends with this guy. Like, yeah.
Oh, okay. And then it's like, who is this bitch?
Yeah.
That came around that don't need to be around here. She is not part of the group. Get her out of here now. She has abs.
McDonald's has entered a Minecraft movie universe, and Grimace, Birdie, and Hamburglar just spawned as new collectibles in the overworld. Now for a limited time, you can get one of 6 McDonald's collectibles when you order a Minecraft movie meal. Ooh. With your choice of Big Mac or 10-piece chicken McNuggets with spicy nether flame sauce. Available now in a biome near you. Oh, and at your local McDonald's. At participating McDonald's for a limited time. A Minecraft movie only in theaters.
So for womanhood, I think we're gonna bring in a letter that we received. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Let's start with. You want to read it? Or let me read it.
Girl, you know I want you to read it. They like when you read on 2.5 speed. We receive feedback.
Let's do this, ladies. Okay, so first off, I absolutely love the show, the real talk, the honesty, the humor, and it's everything.
That's us.
I need right now. I've got a situation and a question I'd love to get your take on. If a close friend falls out with someone, am I automatically expected to cut that person off too? I wish she would have told us her age. Or is it okay to stay cool with both? Is it disloyal if I don't pick a side? Here's the deal. I've been friends with Amanda for about 8 years, and together we got close. These are not the real names.
No, they're not. I changed them.
For about 8 years, and together we got close with Joanne about 6 years ago. At this point, I'd say I'm equally close to both of them.
Okay.
They recently had a falling out. I won't go into the details since they're both listeners.
Messy. Okay, go ahead.
So you want them to know. But honestly, it was pretty petty and not that deep. Now it's just awkward. We used to do everything as a trio, and suddenly I feel like I'm walking on eggshells. I care about both of them and don't want it to get dragged into something that isn't mine. I don't want to get dragged into something that isn't mine. But I also don't want to come off as disloyal to either side. Is there a grown, respectful way to handle this? Or is it always a ride or die when it comes to friendships? Thanks for holding space for these kinds of combos. Y'all make us feel heard.
That's tough. Because she's not more besties with either in this situation.
She didn't say why they broke up, right?
She said it's petty.
If it's okay, sometimes petty could look different to somebody else. You know, it's like this may be petty, but it may seem petty, but maybe it was because it was a jab at the mama being dead. You know, like something like that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's like saying Happy Mother's Day to everybody and then knowing your mom. I don't know, something silly like that. But that could feel like, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
It can feel like a lot. Anywho, so if we're going to keep it real petty for real, I would say I'm not getting involved.
Right.
If y'all two don't want to talk to each other because one ate an extra chicken wing,
yeah,
and you really wanted that chicken wing that was yours and you paid, I'm not doing it. If it could be resolved with somebody paying something off or a conversation or something like that, I'm not getting between it. Y'all don't talk to each other. And every time I have an event, and I'm saying this from experience actually, I'm inviting both. And you can choose if you want to show up to see me and the rest of your friends only because the presence of another person is there when it's something that's petty and that in 5 years it really won't matter.
Yeah, I think if it's truly petty, you need to let them decide if somebody needs to fall back. I would keep inviting as I normally would as far as inviting everyone to everything.
Yeah.
They should be like grown and mature enough if it truly was a petty situation to either decide not to come or to like, you know, come and be cordial.
Yeah.
But I don't think when it's something petty, I don't think you need to decide, especially because like we're all adults at this point.
I mean, I do understand though, like having someone feel like I don't want to be around that person right now and respecting that aspect of it all. Like, okay, I'm going to respect the fact that you don't want to be around them or like, hey, I don't want to be invited. Okay. If you don't want to be invited, I'm inviting everyone and you can choose not to come. Like you make a decision. So I wouldn't force that person on you. Like I'm bringing you guys together lunch or I'm making you guys talk. But don't mess up my day-to-day.
Yeah.
And yeah, it shouldn't be about loyalty at that point.
No, it shouldn't. When it's something petty, it definitely
When it's something
should.
petty. Now, what's a scenario that you gotta like cut somebody off?
Okay. When friends are equal, a scenario that I would cut somebody off is like if you do somebody wrong financially. Because if you'll do it to them, you'll do it to me. Like this is when I was really, really young, petty, but I had an equal friend. I had 2 equal friends. Actually, I started being friends with one of the girls before I was friends with Addie.
Okay.
And that girl's boyfriend's baby mama.
Wait a minute.
Keyed Addie's car. Because she saw that friend in Addie's car. So she keyed bitch on the side of Addie's car. That friend refused to help Addie pay to fix her paint. And so I stopped being friends with her.
Yeah, like your drama affected my shit.
Your drama affected this. Like you would do that same thing to me, bitch.
You should have that man pay for it.
Right. Have that man pay for it. Even if you can't pay for it, like try to help her
Make
whatever
payments.
it is. But she was like, no, like that's your car. That's your problem. Blah, blah, blah. Yes. I stopped being friends with that bitch.
How long ago? How old
we were young. We were in college. We were at Valencia.
Okay.
Like, yeah. But I'm like, nah,
yeah,
bitch,
but
like,
still, because you'll do that to me. And then now your drama's now you're going to get
so like, if that's a moral, for me, that's a morality question. Like, bitch, you don't know the code.
Yeah.
You're not sticking with the code, bitch.
You got a different code and I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't go by that code.
So if you truly wrong somebody, like, yeah, I can't fuck with you.
I'm trying to think of a scenario where I cut somebody off. Anybody I've cut off has been a personal thing.
Yeah.
Not
Or like, even if I don't cut the person off, like, let's say they wrong a friend, like, I might have to distance myself.
Yes.
Just because I'm going to try to like explain this scenario where like you had a friend that I probably would have said I was equally friends with both of you because I met y'all kind of like at the same time-ish.
Oh, yeah.
And there was like some weird stuff as far as like you expressing that you're uncomfortable with something and there being a little bit of gossip aspect to it and stuff like that. So it's like, it like naturally fell off because I stopped like sharing as much with that person stuff because like if you would do it to this person, you would do it to me.
Right. And I think there's an aspect there of when there's a group of friends and we all know each other, it's like if you're worried about someone, you may talk about it with another friend. It's like this is going on. But I do think it's really important that whatever you are saying, that other person also knows that you feel the same that
Right,
way.
exactly.
So, like I have friends sometimes I'm like, oh, this person's going through this, blah, blah, blah. I don't think this is right. But I always tell all my friends, like, I don't think this is cool. Right. You shouldn't do this. Or we're pretty raw. Like, even when I've been spending a lot of time with Jenna and she's going through the stuff like with the salon. And just we talk about things and we share the same faith, right? So sometimes we have faith-based talks. And when we're talking, I'm like, that's not very godly. You know, I'm like, I hear you. I see you. I understand the feeling, but what are we going to do about it? How do we go? I'm like, I don't think you're doing the right thing. Like, you kind of have to stop doing that now. Yeah. And we can receive that when it comes with love and it doesn't feel gossipy, like you're doing something hurtful to the other person.
And I think there's that other aspect of it of like when you're the person who has the issue with someone else, like not trying to create problems for the group as a whole. Like if there's somebody that you telling me you're doing something with that person, I'm like, oh no, that's okay. Like I'm doing something. But it's like, I'm not creating a problem for the group. I'm not saying, oh, you inviting so-and-so. I was going to go, but since so-and-so kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, no, because that's like my shit because there's really no reason. I just don't really want to.
Yeah. I can see how I have a friend that has people around them and sometimes I'm like,
yeah, no thanks.
No. But it's because I know my mouth. And I start saying shit.
Exactly.
And I'm like, I'm going to say something smart. And not even to be mean, but it's just like, it's my opinion.
That's you. That's your personality.
And it's going to create something.
Exactly.
I remember.
But it's not, you don't even say to that person, oh, no, I'm not going to come because I don't want to say this around that person. Because then it gives that flavor of like,
no, because they have a good relationship. And that person, what bothers me doesn't bother them. So, just adult friendships are different. Yeah. And you have to just do whatever is best for you. There's no reason to force a friendship. Like, I'm not working that hard. Yeah. Like, well, I mean, there's work and there's intentionality, but I'm not working.
There's maintenance.
Yeah. Yeah. No. And once values change or show that something's going on funky. Yeah.
So back to you, girl. Unless somebody like actually violated somebody, which it sounds like they didn't, I think like you just play your role, steady Eddie, and things will work out the way they should.
I like that. Yeah. Let's go into our motherhood segment. Okay. Oh, I've been waiting for this for days.
Go ahead.
This is the motherhood segment that I want to have this conversation because as a mother, I understand how heavy it is to be a mom, you know? Like, especially a single mom in 2025, starting in 2005. I've been on this for 20 long years. So just different methods of it. So I was in Tampa working and I was in the hotel room and Jenna lets me know that this movie came out on Netflix, a Tyler Perry movie. You know, I love me a good Tyler Perry movie. Love good Tyler Perry movie. So I had this hotel with a balcony. I went outside, I smoked, came back inside in my little silk robe, got into bed to watch Straw with Taraji P. Henson. Oh my gosh. You know, I love Taraji's just great. And Tyler Perry, even better. So he knows how to keep me entertained. So we watched Straw. And girl, I don't know if it was the weed. I don't know if it was I don't know what it was. But it was such a good movie.
Was it?
It was such a good movie. So essentially, the entire movie takes place in one day. In a 24-hour period in 2 locations, an apartment and a bank, right? Like, that's pretty much it. Yeah. It's in a bank the whole time. My girl Taraji's sweating the whole time profusely because she is stressed.
Ain't no AC nowhere.
Nowhere. Even when she's cold, she's sweating because they got her the jacket and she was still sweating. So it was great. Also, my love her, Tiana Taylor was on there, stomping the ground she walk on, okay? Just face looking just on point. The legs was strong and sharp. But essentially, it's a story about a woman who is going through the struggle in America, trying to raise a child on her own with no village, working and trying to work overtime. And her daughter is sick and the healthcare system just wasn't enough. The thing that we're fighting against the government at the moment. What are your thoughts on Straw? And I want you to watch it, and Dex didn't want to watch it. But I made her watch it because we're going to talk about motherhood and Straw.
Since the Why Did I Get Married series, if I watch a Tyler Perry movie, it's against my will. Like I'm being forced. And Straw was everything I expected it to be. Unrealistic.
What?
The acting was terrible.
Oh, come on.
The plot was just not thought out. I swear.
Mr. Perry. Tyler Perry. Mr. Perry, these are her own thoughts, not mine.
I swear he sat down with a Jimmy John sandwich and wrote that whole story before he finished the fucking sandwich. No thought put in it at all. First of all, if your landlady cussing you the fuck out like that early in the morning, come on now.
What? It happens all the time.
No, it does not.
Yes, it does.
She would have cussed her the fuck back out. Ain't no reason for that lady to be talking to her like that.
Okay,
Then,
so which morning you're talking about?
The first morning. That lady cussing her the fuck out.
The first morning when she's walking down, taking the little girl to school.
Yes.
So you're not correlating what was happening there then, right? She was already in a psychosis moment there.
Oh, yeah, I know.
So she's not going to cuss her out. She's not there.
It don't matter. It was fucking dumb. The fucking manager at the job refusing to give her check when it's in the office.
People do that.
It's just too much.
I'm telling you.
And then ain't no AC in the grocery store either. She's sweating like that in the grocery store?
Because she's stressed. She's literally...
It's too much. Then, okay, realistic. If she really was that poor, her daughter would be on free lunch. Like, why is she
because she has
to give
a job.
her $40?
She has a job, so you don't qualify. You can't work to qualify for the food stamps.
You can work.
But if you're over, I think you only make $14,000 a year.
The movie was terrible. The acting was terrible. Why would they sit that wig on Tiana Taylor's head?
Because she works for LAPD and they don't make enough money to get a good sewing.
Why she walked up and punched that man like that? I got proof, Chief. I got proof. Like, oh my gosh.
Okay, so you know they call this
movie was so bad.
This is a psychological thriller. You know that, right?
Girl.
It is called a psychological thriller.
Yes, it was fucking with my head with how terrible it was. It was terrible.
No, so she's a single mother. I'm going to tell you what it says.
And it turns out, spoiler alert.
Okay.
The baby had died the night before, so none of the shit really happened.
Let's make sure we put in, there's a full spoiler alert. We're going to tell you this. So essentially, it takes course over an entire day. And she's going to work. She can't get the money to pay for her daughter's lunch. She gets fired. She gets into an accident. The cop is like, I'm going to kill you however I can legally next time. She doesn't have her insurance. Like everything is falling apart. And literally, I have a friend right now. I ain't even going to lie to you. I'm going to read. Oh, I can't even read it because you don't know who it is. But basically, she's like, everything is falling apart from flooding, from fires. Well, even I'll say it. It's Jenna. She's like, the salon, there's a flood in her house. The car yesterday as they're coming back was messing up. Like, it was just thing after thing after thing after thing all at once. And people will literally lose their mind. Now, she's going through all of this, and her daughter has I think seizures is what she was having. Mm-hmm. And she couldn't afford the medication, but she was doing whatever she could to get it. And when she would have a seizure, she would fall. So she fell in the bathtub, hit herself. We find out later on that throughout the entire day, she's in like a psychosis mode, and the little girl was dead the whole time. And I cried so hard. Oh, I sobbed so hard because I felt it. And then Jenna, of course, had to be an asshole. And at one point, I'm crying. You know the cry where you're like,
yeah.
Like, it hurt me. And I was like, I feel you, girl. I'm talking to her because I was in it. And Jenna pauses and she's like, are you kidding me? You're in a robe. A silk robe on the 19th floor of the Marriott overseeing the water. This woman is crying because she ain't got no money. And it's beyond the money sometimes. It's the pressure of motherhood. I don't know if it's because I have Salmi that I still care for without a safety net. And it's heavy.
I get it. I'm not saying that's
maybe you're too far removed.
No, I'm not saying that's not real. I'm talking about the movie and the acting and the writing.
Taraji's going to get a Grammy for
and
it.
I'm just like so sick
Oscar.
of watching the trauma.
But it's still happening.
Yes, but I don't have to watch it for entertainment.
So maybe not you, because you're not his audience anymore.
And Carla, that lady killed 2 people now. Regardless.
I hear you. And she definitely should go into a mental place. And she's going to probably get she should go to jail. I don't think she should not go to jail. But she's going to make some time. Some things happen, but it was not her fault. What happened to her was a result of systemic oppression.
Okay.
And it's happening every day. And I think that he's bringing awareness to how heavy it is for moms out here right now that can't make it work. And the big, beautiful bill is coming out. And now that might not get these food stamps that they be getting or the free lunch. You're being very conservative right now.
Listen, if that's how you want to receive the movie, if that's how you want to receive, I'm saying the movie was fucking terrible.
No.
Yes, it was.
And then Sherry Shepherd, the friend we all need. She's like my you. She's you. Such an and you know how I know she's you? Because when she said, when I go to jail, will you take my baby? Just take her home with you. And she said yes.
Yes.
But you know why you should have said yes and why she's you? Because she knew the baby was dead already. That's the only reason she said yes. You would have been like, yes, absolutely. I'll take Salmi. Yes, I will go and pick him up. Give me that gun. Let's go. You already knew. No, not my baby, but the fictitious baby. He was dead already. But Sherry
Girl.
Shepherd did a great job.
I wouldn't say anyone did a great job in that movie. I wouldn't.
Taraji's getting an Oscar.
Girl, fuck
She's
you.
getting an Oscar. Did you see how
An
she...
Oscar Mayer.
Come on. Did you see her sweat profusely the entire time? Her face never stopped doing this. She cried the entire time. She was upset. She was hurting. I felt it.
I know. I had to
felt
watch
the pain.
it on
I felt the pain.
2x speed. It was too much for
Okay.
me.
Well, that's the recap of the movie. Please go watch it. I will tell you, watch it. He already made the billions, millions from it.
Did he really?
Yes.
And people are enjoying it.
Yes.
It's too much.
You are cold-hearted.
It's too much.
You're too far removed. Michaela Grone getting a paycheck.
Oh gosh, it was terrible.
It is because you already been there.
I was so mad. I was like, I gotta watch it.
She said she watched it on 1XP, 1.5?
Yes, I did.
This is rude. Okay.
I even fast forward a couple parts.
Man. Okay. Well, basically, I wanted to bring it up because of motherhood and mental health.
Okay.
And it really
Yes, because motherfuckers got to be crazy to enjoy a Tyler Perry movie.
So you don't think there's a...
The lesson from the movie is don't watch a fucking Tyler Perry movie. I say I went through all this stress just for none of this to really have happened. This lady walking around with a fake baby all day. Imaginary baby.
It was so good. Because
it was not so good.
Okay. This is what I want us to take from this movie.
Okay, go
as
ahead.
a mom with a small child right now, because then we have both demographics. This is the great part about it, because it's like, so what now? For you, it's like, I'm gonna live my life. My daughter is growing. Your fears are very different. Maybe when she's out driving or at work, it's just like life is just scary, period. But when you have a younger kid, you're wondering the next meal. I know I have a few meals for him coming up, but those can all dry up. And it's part of the reason why after watching Straw, I did the fast.
This movie is not good for your fucking mental health.
Okay, let me tell you. No, it is. And I'm going to tell you why it's so good. We have 5 minutes left and I'm going to preach to y'all. So after watching this movie, this was on a Thursday night. Friday, I came back and this was on a Tuesday. I'm sorry. Whenever it was, I came back from Tampa and I decided to go into a 3-day fast, water fast at that. And one, I wasn't feeling well physically. Like, I feel like my hormones were all off. My back was hurting. I was eating whatever. And I just needed to I felt foggy. I'm like, I feel foggy. But I'm watching this movie and I'm like, yo, everything I have could be taken away at any moment in time. This is what this movie made me think of. I'm a mom. I got people to think about. Why are you laughing at me? I'm serious.
Sorry.
This is serious.
I'm sorry.
You get my nerves. Because I go through this and I give myself whatever I want whenever I want because I have access to it, right? Mostly food. And I'm watching this mom struggling with no food. And I'm not taking into account that the money I got in my account and the food that I'm able to eat is not just off of my own doing. So I felt like I was maybe getting a little separated, maybe from the Lord or myself. And I started feeling like I was the one doing everything when I'm really not. And I was in Tampa living a really good life. And I needed to realize that it's not all myself. I went on this water fast and I was having a really hard time, bitch. Okay? A really hard time because I was hungry, but then I wasn't hungry and I still wanted to eat. And I started realizing I have no self-control. Okay. I have no self-control. If I have access to it, I do it. And I realized why some people with money do some really awful things sometimes because if no one's telling them no, you just go ahead and do it, right? But that's why I have to lean close to the Lord. Okay? You got to lean close to the Lord and be like, you gave me all these things. Day 3, when I was almost at 72 hours, I was at 69 hours, right?
Uh-huh.
And that's why I extended it to 85 hours. I was at hour 69 and I walked into my room and I opened the computer and I opened up all my bank accounts. And I said, bitch, who gonna tell you got to make it to 72 hours? And I boiled an egg. And I went back into the office arguing with myself. I said, you said 72, but you make the rules. And I went through this whole thing of, I really think that I make the rules and that I got this going on. And I am a woman of faith. And you have to realize that everything you got today could be taken tomorrow. What are you doing? How am I stewarding what I got? So then I said, now you're going to sit your ass down and you're going to pray about it. You're going to journal about it. And you're not going to eat till tomorrow at 8 o'clock instead of tonight at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
So I extended it another 12 hours and it was really hard, but I did it. And I feel better.
All because of Straw.
Yes.
Okay.
Straw got me there.
I'm happy for you.
Because we need to learn how.
Thank you, Tyler Perry.
Yes. Thank you, Tyler Perry.
Shout out Tyler Perry.
And this is why he does what he does. Telling you. I see it. Like sometimes you don't know how the message is getting to you. And that's how I know he's a man of God. Okay. Because he did that. And maybe he did write it over at Jimmy John's and a piece of paper. But that's all it took. That's all it took. And maybe they did that in 24 hours, literally. They filmed it. But it hit my heart.
You should write to Tyler Perry and tell him how the movie impacted you.
I should.
I think you should.
I'm going to write this letter because that was 85 tough hours. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm doing it today.
I think you should.
And you know what? Do you realize what you just told me? You know that I work with two of his producers, right?
Mm.
That I'm literally about to go see on Monday.
Okay.
I'm writing a letter on paper and I'm making sure that they drop it off.
Okay.
To whoever they got to drop it off to. Tyler going to hear my story because it really changed how I feel right now.
Okay. I'm nervous that they might be worried about your mental health. If you have all the... Okay.
They're not. I'm going to talk about... Actually, I was in the third day struggling with the fast and I was talking to one of the girls.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a faith-based podcast, so it was great. We're going through it and she actually gave me 2 Bible verses to go through because I was like, my flesh is the one wanting to do stuff now. I'm not hungry, but I want to do it because I can. So
we still talking about the movie?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Because I need to know how to steward my money because if not, I'm going to end up in a situation like that.
Okay.
And I have a baby I got to take care of.
Okay.
So I need to steward my money correctly. So that's what I'm doing.
Okay. I got it.
Okay. We all need to go on a water fast and think about our choices in life.
All right.
Everybody watch Straw. Gonna bring you closer to God.
Okay.
What's got you feeling good?
I'm scared. I'm scared.
Why are you scared? Don't be scared. This is great.
Because I missed all that in the movie.
No, because
Right over my
you
head.
went in. You already went in with like a closed heart and a closed mind. If you go in with an open mind, you'll realize all the blessings that we have and what we're doing to not keep them on. We have to maintain those. Okay. Yeah, and I was like, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, get back on the horse.
Is a safe space to wrap it up. To wrap up that conversation.
Yes, I'm going to journal about it and I'm going to put it on my Substack. And that's what has me feeling good lately. I got a Substack. Go look it up. Okay. And I'm writing all about this. Substack is like a newsletter kind of where I'm writing all my stuff and I'm writing my thoughts because clearly I scare everybody else.
You have a blog basically?
Yes.
Golly, on top of...
Because you don't let me tell you all this stuff because you think I'm crazy.
I don't think you're crazy. I think you are intense. And I'm glad that you are being medicated and you have therapy.
I took my vitamins today. And I still feel it strong. I do. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you guys more of my journey on Substack. I'm actually going to send you links so you can add it.
I will not be reading your Substack.
No, you already read it.
Get you Baker.
So you did read it.
Oh, okay.
She Who Slowed Down was like that first one. So that was the first one of a weekly series that I'm doing.
Got it.
I have a lot of thoughts. And the next one is going to be about straw.
Yes, she does. I'm tired. I am drained.
Fine.
Lord help me.
All right. See, we have a review.
Okay.
All right. We're almost done, I swear. Should we talk more about the Lord?
Girl, I don't know.
Oh, and then on top of that, oh my gosh, something else happened. Pastor Jade is doing like a financial thing at church too. So he's talking about finances and how you steward your finances. And on top of this, I watched Straw and I went through my water fast and I'm looking at how much money I spent on food. It was a whole thing.
So how do I know if you are in psychosis?
I'm not.
Just warning signs that I should look out for.
Listen, I'm not in psychosis.
Okay.
I'm actually in really good cosis.
Okay. Your cosis is good right now.
I'm cosis right now.
Okay.
I'm chilling. All right. This review comes, if you haven't yet, go on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, anywhere else. The next one we'll read from YouTube. From Apple Podcasts. And it says, hey, girl, hey, I love the show. Love both of you ladies. Carla, I found you from Ariel's page. Love our girl, Ariel. Dex, I just love you and how you keep it real. Carla, you are a little conservative and judgy. I should have read this before.
But we love you through it. We love you through it.
I had a water fast. I'm being less judgy right now. But once I start eating some more.
You don't remember you talked to Glorilla about her nose in the beginning of this segment?
I was being nice to her.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
A little judgy. Okay. But this is your show, girl, and I'm just a listener. I'll be at my desk cracking up. I wish I could meet y'all one day. My name is Brittany. She spelled out her IG BY0UTII. So y'all go follow her on her IG. Have Ariel as a guest again. I love y'all's friendship. I hope all is well. Peace and love. So sweet.
So sweet.
Very sweet. So if you have not, please make sure to leave that rate and review. You can leave it on Spotify. You can leave it on Apple Podcasts or on YouTube. And we'll see you again next week.
If you made it to this part of the show, you're a real one.
You're a real one.
And we love you.
Actually, if you made it to this part of the show, today when I post the picture, like the BTS picture of us, I want you to leave a word, straw. Just under the pictures, comment straw. Go to our IG. Like, please do. Because if you made it,
if you made it through.
I love you so much. Like, I'm going to follow everybody who comments strong. Okay. If I don't follow you already. I feel like I follow all you already. Okay, bye.
Bye.